Here we are the night of October 29th, and that's putting us 5 days away from Election Day 2020. As the hours wind down, the anxiety ramps up.
Again tonight, lines and lines of people voting at sites all across the metro. Election experts now believe the lingering problems with the U.S. Postal Service are driving people to vote early.
And voter fraud remains top of mind, too, as some candidates use that to stoke fear. News 4's Kim St. is watching out for you tonight, going behind locked doors to see how your ballots are being secured.
Right now, I'm outside the Board of Election Commissions here in downtown St. Louis, and thousands of ballots are being stored inside this building behind me. Just hours ago, the Elections Department actually started processing some of the ballots some of you have already cast. Tonight, I'm asking those election officials just how secure those ballots actually are.
A Democrat and Republican have a key to this door.
Betty Williams is the Republican Deputy Director for the City of St. Louis and one of the only people who has access to this room.
So we enter through here, and this is the setup for the ballot preparation part.
A Democrat and Republican election officials sit next to each other at these tables processing ballots.
They will check for a notary or no notary, depending upon the reason for voting absentee or if it's a mail-in.
Both look for red flags like mismatched signatures. If all is correct, both parties initial the ballot and put it in a bin.
And then we take them and we put them in these boxes, right? And then we seal these boxes.
The ballots remain in sealed boxes until 6 a.m. on Election Day. At that point, they're verified once again to make sure the boxes have not been tampered with.
These will all be hooked up. They're broken down into wards, 1 through 4, 5 through 8.
Ballots received that are still waiting to be processed are stored in this room across the hall. It's locked all the time, and only a few people have access. A Democrat and Republican election official must be present to enter. Betty was only allowed in without a Democrat official because our camera was rolling.
So it's handled appropriately. These people know what they're doing. Just trust the process.
Maggie Becker is one of more than 35,000 people who has already voted in St. Louis City.
This is my mom's ballot. She's very ill, so I'm dropping off her ballot.
Maggie says it took her about an hour to cast her absentee ballot, and she hopes you remember this thought.
If I can do it as an immunocompromised person, in my 30s as an MS patient, you can do it too.
So as I mentioned, more than 35,000 people have already voted here in St. Louis City. In the county, more than 190,000 people have already cast ballots. Corey, just for some perspective tonight, a total of only 61,000 people voted total early before the last election. Again, that was in 2016. So we have definitely surpassed that. They're thinking we're actually going to get well over 200,000 people before Tuesday's election.
A lot of people making sure their voices are heard. Kim, thank you very much.